Warm wishes to all my dear students. How are you all? I'm sure you all are taking good care of yourself. I, Preeti Bhatt, welcome you all to Dev Trust classes. The topic that we are going to study today is verb. So, what are verbs? Verbs, in short, if I say, are action words. Any kind of actions that are we performing in our day-to-day life that is known as verbs, like walk, talk, eat, drink, sleep. All these are called as verbs. So what basically verbs are? Verbs are the words that refer to an action, an event, or a state of being. Any sentence is incomplete without verbs. There is main verbs. Main verbs are the words that have a meaning of their own, and they're also called as principal verbs. Like talk, eat, give, take, run. All these are examples of main verbs. Now, these main verbs are basically classified into two. One is transitive verbs. Now, let us have a look at what transitive verbs are all about. Transitive verbs are words that require an object to complete their meaning. Example, Raj kicked the ball. Here Raj is the subject, kicked is the verb, ball is the object. Right? So, here in this particular sentence, the action is being passed on to the object. Like Raj, like in this particular sentence, Raj kicked the ball. Who kicked the ball? Raj. Subject is Raj. What is Raj doing, or what action is Raj performing? Kicking the ball. So kicked here is verb. What is Raj kicking? The object. What is the object over here? The ball. Okay, so this is transitive verb. Transitive verbs are again of two kinds. One is monotransitive verb and another one is ditransitive verbs. Monotransitive verbs are the verbs that take only one object. Like for example, over here, Sheetal lifted the heavy bag. Here Sheetal is the subject, lifted is verb, and heavy object is an object. Heavy bag is an object. For example, who lifted the heavy bag? Sheetal. So here Sheetal is subject. What did Sheetal do? What action did Sheetal perform? Lifting. Lifted. So lifted here is verb. What did Sheetal lift? The heavy bag. So heavy bag here is object. Now then this particular sentence, it is monotransitive. Monotransitive, why? Because it has only one object. What is the object here? Heavy bag. On the other hand, ditransitive verbs. Ditransitive verbs are the words that take a direct object and an indirect object to make a complete sense. Means in this particular sentence, there are two objects. Like for example over here, give this book to me. In this, verb is give. Book, object number one is book, and second object is me. Give what to me? Book. To whom do you give the book? Me. Right? So in this case, there is two objects. So that is why it is known as ditransitive verb. Next we are coming to is intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are the verbs that do not need an object to make a complete sense. This is intransitive verb. For example, the guards arrived late. In this particular sentence, the guard is a subject, arrived is the verb, and late is an adverb. What is basically missing over here is the object, or this particular sentence does not need, it's complete in itself, it does not need an object because the guards arrived late. So it is making a complete sense. So over here we don't need an object to make a complete sense. So verbs that do not need an object to make a complete sense are known as intransitive verbs. Intransitive verbs are also of two types. One is verbs of action and another is verbs of being. Verbs of action such as arrive, complain, cry, laugh, smile, all these are the verbs of action. And these verbs of actions, it is like giving information about the action that is being carried out by the subject in the sentence. Next is verb of being. Verb of being is, am, was, were, become. These are known as verbs of being. Okay, these verbs, they give information about the state of being and not the action of the subject. So that is known as the verbs of being. Another verb that we are going to look over here is linking verbs. Linking verbs are the verbs that do not point to an action but join the subject and subject complement in a sentence. They are known as linking verbs. Basically, you can say it is also called as a joining verbs. So linking verbs are like be, look, appear, grow, seem, taste. All these are linking verbs. For example, over here, if we say in this particular sentence, Jenny looks pretty. So Jenny over here is the subject. Pretty is basically the complement that is being used over here, and look is the verb. Okay. So in this particular sentence, the linking verb look is connecting the subject of the sentence to the subject complement. Next, what we are coming to are non-finite verbs and finite verbs. Let us have a look at what finite verbs are all about. Finite verbs are the verbs that are known as complete verbs that can be used on their own in a sentence. Finite verbs carry tense, means it tells us in which form of the verb the tense is. Like it tells you the form of the verb. It tells you that whether the sentence is in which tense, whether it is in present tense, simple present tense, present continuous, what tense it is. So it carries tense and it tells you the form of the verb. Through this form of the verb, we come to know about the tense. The sentence, the tense of the sentences. Now, finite verbs have three forms. All the three forms are there in the finite verbs. The three forms are base form, then you have past tense, and you have past participle. So all these three forms are there in the finite verbs. Then it must have a subject. The finite verbs, it must have a subject. Then we have non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs, on the other hand, are the incomplete verbs that cannot be used on the sentence in their own. Most important, these non-finite verbs, they do not carry any tense and have only one form and also can be used without a subject. Then we are coming to causative verbs. What are causative verbs? Causative verbs are the words that refer to the cause of an action. In short, if I say, they refer to the causal relationship between the subject and object in a sentence. For example, in the particular sentence, if we see Tina let me ride her bicycle. So in this, Tina is the subject, let is the causative verb, me is an object, ride is the verb. So what is basically causative verb over there? It refers to the causal relationship between the subject and an object. Now over here, what is the subject? Tina, and object over here is me, verb is ride. So what did Tina actually do? Tina, what is the relationship between Tina and me? Tina let me ride her bicycle. So over here, let is the causative verb, and which is this let only. This causative verb is basically showing the relationship between the subject and the object. It is Tina and me. Now this is over here, this is all about verbs. In case you are having any problem, in case you have any doubts, you may please Write your queries on the comment section. Definitely I am going to solve them. In case you want to know in detail more about a particular topic that I have discussed over here, then also you are most welcome. Please do mention that in the comment section and I'm definitely going to help you. Thank you so much.